Hello, everybody, and happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good Sunday so far. Yes, I'm in my pajamas reporting the news. PUA imposter claims. I'll repeat, imposter claims here in Nevada. That's why so many people haven't received their PUA claims after almost going on 3 years. Also, in this video, how one restaurant are not letting people in with tattoos and jewelry. We'll count the Italians out. Also, a total more than 28 billion owners struggle to stay open in this nation. Why? Remember the 350? Remember the SBA business loans? Well, it was supposed to forgive some of these loans. Wasn't true. And how this administration is blamed for PUA claims going forward. Oh, stay tuned. Also, Zelle scams. Why some banks were closed in California and through the nation through Zelle. Be careful with Zelle. I'm going to jump right into today's videos. But before I do, congratulations once again from Miss Odacia and Too Beautiful. I got Too Beautiful's address. Need your address so I can send the money out on Tuesday. Remember, Monday's a holiday. Are you off? I'm working. And I'm working for everybody here too, as well as going forward. On this station, I'm going to provide you accurate information going forward on stimulus, PUA, unemployment, money finances, just staying positive, and much, much more going forward. The drama in Congress, how this administration has just failed in so many ways. I'm going to jump into today's video. Before I do, a little sip of coffee. Ah, that's good. Okay. I'm going to jump right into the PUA claimant. Now, pay attention to all my Facebook group. Anybody particularly living in Nevada. If you don't live in Nevada, this holds true to a lot of states. PUA statement comes out on yesterday. PUA claimants still waiting. More than 1 million applicants were imposter claims. These people were impersonating claims. There are multiple names. Now, here's the problem. The main reason people haven't got paid, according to Dieter, because of all this impersonation and fraud. She said the system has failed. She says, I wish this administration, I quote, this is the director, Elsa. She says, I wish the administration right now would change the rules and lighten up the restrictions like Donald J. Trump did. People still aren't getting paid with all these restrictions and guidelines they have. So anyhow, these people were trying to get multiple claims that were coming from out of states, out of the country. And will they catch the crooks like my wife was a victim of fraud? It could take up to 10 years. Meanwhile, where is the money held out? So if you were a victim of fraud, where's that money being held out? Where is the reserve money? I asked the administration. I asked this administration, President Biden. It aggravates me, and I'm a little wound up because there's so many people. There's people out there. There's a report, a lady whose husband has cancer, and she still hasn't gotten paid. They need to pay the people and ask questions later. It aggravates me, these poor people going on 3 years, dire straits. Okay, I'm going to jump into the, total more than $28 billion owners struggle to stay open. $350,000 were made for small business in 2020. In 2020. I'm still in my pajamas. During the COVID, haven't been forgiven. Oh my God, they haven't been. So now these people have to pay back all these loans and a high interest rate. What was that all about? That was supposed to be forgiven, some of these loans and grants. Now they're asking for money back. I ask you in the comments below. And so many small businesses I know here in the Las Vegas metropolitan area are gone, out of business. Like my daughter, she never came back. That's why I continue to say on the station, this was a pandemic and more help needs to be on there. All right. Let me jump into this restaurant in New York. If I had a restaurant, I'm going to discriminate because somebody has tattoos on their body or a lot of jewelry. Don't you want business? So I went from one business. I'm sorry, that business, unacceptable. Anybody should come in. Maybe have some kind of dress code. Unacceptable. Unbelievable. You imagine you want to go in a restaurant, you dressed up, you have some jewelry on, your Italian horn cross, some tattoos on you. Most people have tattoos in this nation. I'd like to hear from the comments below on that. The world's upside down. Zelle scams. Now, I was live the other night. I think I had a subscriber, Mia, saying why were banks closed. Well, this is one of the reasons why. Zelle scams. Wells Fargo customers lose thousands of dollars in the bank. Impersonating bank employees were impersonating bank employees. A lot of impersonation going on. And so the banks are telling customers, you are responsible for your Zelle payments. So in other words, you're not backed up from the bank on this. So it's not like normal fraud. So they're saying be very careful on the Zelle to make sure you have the person's correct phone number, the correct name on your phone. If you accidentally send it to the wrong person, there's a good chance you might not get it back. Also, again, the employees from the bank, if you're on the phone with them, a lot of times you think you're calling the Wells Fargo branch, and this was from Wells Fargo. Spokesperson says make sure you have the person's badge ID number, and it's Wells Fargo. So be smarter than the scammers, because this Zelle is just another scam. I knew this was going to happen. So I'm telling you, well, I'm not going to tell you not to use Zelle, but we got to be extra careful with all these scams out. Unreal. Zelle scammers, Wells Fargo, forced to just shut down till they get this all straightened out. Other banks are doing it too. Just be very careful. Hey, everybody, I just wanted to come on live with my pajamas on a Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, I think already. I slept in. What do you want from me? To give you these updates. Now, remember, PUA, don't give up. Continue to appeal. And here's one more thing before I end this video. Why didn't they open up DETR and all the unemployment office a year ago and have people, stay with me, come in and show the birth certificate, driver's license, ID me. You don't need ID me, in person. And they could have worn their face mask. That would have prevented, if you're listening, DETR, that would have prevented a lot of your problems with fraud. Had the people come in alphabetical order on Monday, those from A to G, so on and so forth, that would have cracked down a lot. But no, and it's not all DETR's fault. It's on the watch of our governor, Steve Sisolak. I am calling him out because he could have opened up the unemployment a year ago. Maybe not right in the pandemic, and that would have prevented people from starving. Once again, say hello to somebody. Tomorrow's another day, and there's always a solution on this channel. Ciao.